Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I have a super banana story for you. This is super bananas, guys. I was cleaning up my space and I got two of my angelic pretty postcards, and that will be this one, magical horoscope, and the other one, ice cream parlor, which I'm using as my background. And I put them together. So ice cream parlor at the back. So these two together on the desk, okay? Nothing was touched, nothing else. There's no one else at home. So I finally found a spot to put them, and I went to get these two postcards. And magical horoscope was there, so I picked it up. But, ice cream parlor is gone. Like, where could it have gone? No one touched it. It was just there on the desk. Like, what the? Where did it go? Are there imps in my house? Where? Like, how can it go missing? Like the two of them together on the desk. Like, this is super bananas, guys. Like, well, after that crazy banana split, it's alright. I'll keep looking for my postcard, but it's not like I'm gonna launch a huge ass war against the imps in my house, just because I think it belongs to me.
Oh, no, please. If I don't know, you don't know. That's axiomatic.
Onwards to what I would really like to talk about today, and that is sunscreen. I did say I would do a video, so here it is. And I'll also talk about the sunscreen I'm currently using. There are two types of sunscreens, and that is chemical and physical sunscreens. So, chemical sunscreens absorb into the skin, converts the UV rays to heat, and then releases them from the body. The active ingredients can include avobenzone and oxybenzone. Now, physical sunscreens, how they work is they sit on top of your skin and nothing gets absorbed. It's just like adding a layer to your skin, and active ingredients include titanium oxide and zinc oxide.
What? A few thousand people listen to you talk about nerd stuff?
Why did I say titanium that way? Because it's so much fun to say it that way. Titanium! So, I find that a lot of people don't really understand sunscreen because they were all saying like, oh, I hate putting chemicals on my skin. I don't want stuff to be absorbed into my skin. Well, that is actually only true for chemical sunscreen. So, if you don't want anything to be absorbed into your skin, use physical sunscreens. Just look at the ingredient list, or maybe like some sunscreens will have labels on them telling you that it's physical sunscreen. So just use sunscreen. Do not, not use sunscreen. Like, seriously guys, skin cancer is a real thing. It's not a myth. For example, pregnant women should definitely stay away from chemical sunscreens, or at least consult your doctor before using any chemical sunscreens or skincare products. The same goes for retinol products. So retinol is an anti-aging ingredient, and too much of it can potentially cause damages to the fetus. Yeah, when it comes to choosing skincare, definitely do your research or consult someone who knows about it. In terms of efficacy, I find a lot of people have, a bunch of misconceptions, and they don't really understand like UVA rays and UVB rays, and how do you know if a sunscreen works against those rays. So I'll try to make things clearer using amazing explanation skills which I don't have. Let's start. So UVA rays, they cause skin aging, and by the A, so A for aging, and then UVB rays, they cause burns. B for burns. So that's the gist of it. And how do you know if a sunscreen works against UVA or UVB? So, here's the sunscreen I'm using. This is a physical sunscreen. So, SPF factors. SPF actually measures how well it works against UVB rays only, and PA tells you how well it works against UVA rays. Different people have different opinions, but mine, I would say the higher you go, the better. So SPF 50 plus and PA plus 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 plus. I mean, some people are happy with SPF 30 plus because I think there's a concern as well, especially with physical sunscreens. They do cause like something called a white cast, so they have this like whitish residue on your face because, well, physical sunscreens sit on top of your skin, which is why. And those formulations are typically very hard to blend in with skin, so the white cast problems. Honestly, appearance is actually the least of my problems. I'm not a drop dead gorgeous person, which is why I don't really mind. But this kind of leads into my next section, why I love Korean and Japanese sunscreens. They are like SPF 50 plus and PA plus 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 plus, and they do not leave white casts behind. They're so good. Their formulations are amazing. That's why I love them. So physical sunscreens typically feel heavy because, like I keep saying, they sit on top of the skin. When something is on your skin, like it's another layer, so it kind of feels really like heavy. But these ones, like this one, I'm using COSRX currently. It's a physical one and it doesn't feel like anything. Like it's kind of like almost chemical, really, the feeling. Chemical sunscreens are really light, but this one is physical and it feels like a chemical sunscreen. No white cast, feels so light and it's so moisturizing, and it makes my skin look good under the sun. Like, you know, it helps with blemishes and it also helps with skin brightening because it has Centella asiatica, my favorite ingredient. So this one really works. I know there are concerns with skin type and sunscreens. A lot of people like say they have oily skin or acne prone skin and they'll be wondering, should I put like thick formulations like sunscreens on my skin? Should I do this? You know, should I put chemical or physical sunscreen on? So guys, you should always use sunscreen if you're going out to play in the sun. And of course, like every product you put on your skin, there's always the right one and also the wrong one. How you know if they're right for you? Try them out in small amounts first. So you can try it on your hand and you can try a bit on your face so that you can tell how your skin works with them. Do not full on use them and introduce them in your routine without trying them out first. So it's the same for any skincare products. If you pick the right products, they will work wonders. Trust me guys, I know. And also, at the end of the day, you should definitely remove your sunscreen residue. So, especially physical ones, they actually leave like residue behind. So, the best item to use, the best product to use would be makeup removers. They actually dissolve like the debris and the residue pretty well. And that's why I buy makeup removers, even though I don't use makeup that much. Residue can clog pores and cause breakouts. That's why you should definitely remove them. So I have oil cleansing as part of my routine. So oil cleansers, they actually maintain the skin barrier while dissolving all the residue and debris. So your skin doesn't really dry out after using them, but I also follow it up with a water-based cleanser so that I can just wipe off whatever oils on there. So yeah, double cleansing actually is very good at removing residue and also keeping your face moisturized and not dried out. Well, I hope this video has been of help to you, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye!